everyone, welcome back to the Amber Living Vlog. This is Beyond Film School and I'm Amber, and today we're talking about the dreaded lockups that production assistants have to do. You may or may not know, as a production assistant, what a lockup is. If you don't know, I'm here to tell you what they are, and it's not fun, guys. Alright, let's just jump right into it. Okay, so what's a lockup? You guys see my cat, my tea. And there's a fish at the end. There's a little fish. A lockup is basically you are preventing people, mostly people, could be something else. Or, I mean, you could be doing traffic lockup, you could be doing, animal lockups, I don't know. Either way, you're preventing things from getting into the shot. I mean, you have to make sure that things stay out of the frame. That's basically what you're doing. You're stopping people, things, cars, from ruining the shot. How do we do a lockup? It really depends on location, because locations is like the gods. They are the ones that determine whether or not you can lock up things at certain times and how long you can lock up things for. So, for example, there are going to be a lot of times that you can lock things up only when you're rolling. Other times you can do a lot of diverting, which means, okay, well, it's not like a hard lock, which a hard lock is no one moves, you stop everyone in their tracks, no matter who they are, what they are, you just stop everybody, right? Now, diverting is like, oh, you're at a crosswalk, and instead of a hard lock where you're going to stop everybody, you say, well, you can't go down this way, but you know what? You can walk down that way if you want. Like, you can go around, that'd be great. So diverting is usually better, even though it's better, some people are still like pissed off that you make them go a different way that they're used to. Sometimes you'll like have a crowd, and if the crowd stops, then more and more people will stop. And it's less likely that people will like finagle their way through the crowd to go past you. So sometimes there's like strength in numbers. So sometimes a hard lock is better, but you always get people that are going to yell in your face. They're going to scream, fuck your movie. They're going to scream, I pay taxes. I don't give a fuck about your movie. I don't care, blah, blah, blah. And then you have other people who are going to be really nice, and they're going to be like, oh, what are you shooting? Which you can tell them. It's no secret. Usually it's no secret. If they say, usually the next question after they say, what are you shooting? They say, oh, who's in it? So that's kind of where it gets kind of like, I play dumb. I go, oh, I don't know. I have no idea. I'm so far away from set that I have no idea. I know exactly who's on set. I know who exactly the star is or whatever. For example, I just did a thing with like Bruce Willis and Edward Norton, and everyone was like, oh my God, Bruce Willis. And they're like, is he here today? Or like when I work on Power, it's like, oh my God, is Ghost here? Is Tommy here? And I'm like, oh no, not today, because otherwise you get them, hanging out, and then crowds gather, and it becomes a real bad mess. So just keep your trap shut when you're talking to people when you're doing lockups. Another thing I will mention, and this is vital, and this is a very, very strict rule, you cannot touch anybody. And some people are like, well, if you've never done a lockup, you're like, how the hell do I stop people if I can't touch people? Well, you just say, excuse me, I'm sorry, my method is be as nice as possible, and just explain to them what's happening, how long it's going to take, and then you'll be on your way. People like a time frame, right? People like to know how long this is going to take, and I don't blame anybody for that, because it's like, if I'm on my way to work, or coming from work, or running late, it's like 2 extra minutes is going to ruin your day. You could miss your train, you could miss a bus, or something crazy could happen. You never know. So, be nice. You can't touch anybody, and let them know how long they're going to be there. And sometimes this doesn't always work out, because you could have an AD that likes to, instead of cut, they like to just reset while they're still rolling, which means a very, very long time that these people are going to stand there, get frustrated. It's really, really hard. I commend all the PAs out there, because lockups are fucking tough. You can't touch anybody. And why you can't touch anybody is because as soon as you touch someone, people get mad and they could punch you, they could shove you, there could be an altercation, they could sue the production, then the cops get involved, it becomes assault. It's like a serious thing. And I know I talked about that just a second ago, but it's like, I really have to say again, like, can't touch anybody. I will say this. There is no movie in the world that is worth your life. Because when things get unsafe, that's a real big thing. And I think there are some people who are like, they're like diehard PAs and they want to do their best work and they want to do it. But it's like, I don't care what your lockup is. If it becomes unsafe, whether it's a car coming at you or there is some guy or some woman that could be crazy and they might have a weapon, or, it could be like a health issue too, because some people like to spit at you. So just be wary of that. There are some people who are spitters and you don't know what they have. You have no idea. So, be safe. Don't mess around with people. Be as nice as possible, because there are some PAs out there that are just complete assholes to people. And that just is like, that's just not the way to go about doing lockups, because you're like praying and hoping that they stop for you. And they're not going to stop for you if you're being a dick. Like, if anything, if someone was being a dick to me, like, I'd be like, no, fuck that. I'm just going to walk through. And I work in film, and I'd be like, yeah, fuck that. You're going to be a dick, like an asshole to me. I'm not going to, do what you asked me to do. Like, some people are real mad about it, but they'll be like, oh, since you asked nicely, I'll comply, Otherwise, there's nothing out there that says like, oh, people have to stop. Like, you basically, there's no, like, you have no jurisdiction, I guess you would say. Like, you're shooting a movie and that's all that, it's not like there's like a real crime scene or something. So just know that you have no real power. Keep yourself safe, be nice, and don't touch anybody. And I think that's just about it for lockups in a nutshell. What I will add, I know I said that was it in a nutshell, but what I will add is that lockups are really, really important. And I did mention that lockups, you're preventing something from getting into a frame. And it's very, very vital if you're doing a period piece of some sort, because then you're shooting like 1950s and then 2018 walks in the shot, you're like, oh, it's totally blown, right? The whole thing is blown. Even though they can paint people out in post, they don't want to do it because it costs money. So it's very, very important, and it's very, very difficult. And you have other crew members backing you up, not backing you up, helping you do lockups. I mean, back you up like mentally and like, go team, go. Because they'll say to you, they say, you know what, this is a really, really hard job, and this is a very, very important job, and I feel for you. Because no one wants to do lockups, it's a shitty job. So as an AD, I know how lockups can suck, but what I really, really want from my PAs is for them to at least try. Try their hardest, be as nice as possible, because we're all just people, the effort, as long as it's made, I'm happy. I love working for ADs who are like, we know that we cannot control the world, there's nothing that we can do, but try your best. And that's what I'm going to leave you with, is that you just got to try your best at lockups. And go out there and save that frame, guys. So that was the video on PA lockups, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and maybe it explained a lot. I don't know. Who knows? Or maybe it'll help, producers and ADs feel for their PAs. Because I do know some ADs who have never PA'd before, which is like, to me, I'm like, what? That's crazy. Like, in order to be an AD, I feel like you have to PA. Like, that's, right? Like, that's crazy. I can't believe there are things, such anomalies and phenomenons that exist in the world. So, my first thing is, fucking like my Facebook page. I need more people like my Facebook page. The link is down below in the description below this video. If you have comments, concerns, anything you would like to ask me, any type of video you would like me to make in the film industry, I will make it. I will address your question if I know things about it, because if I don't know, I don't fucking know. I'm sorry, I can't help you. But like my Facebook page, and if you are not a subscriber, I would love it if you could subscribe to my YouTube channel. That'd be great. I have a lot of things coming up. I have some resume reviews. So if you have problems with a production resume, I have a video that will help you. But if you want me personally to look over your resume, I have a link that will give you a free review that was from NYC Film Crew. That link is going to be below. I am going to be having a production assistant training course happening one time a month. It'll be one day a month. We're going to cover all kinds of things. So if you are trying to break into being a production assistant in the New Jersey and New York City area, I will be having a course very, very soon. So if you're interested, comment below. I will get your information. I'll put you on the subscriber list, and I will send you information as soon as I have dates and times locked down. I have meetings coming very, very soon to lock down locations. So that is it for the Amber Living vlog. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you guys next time.